Welcome back, Mustang Nation, to another exciting edition of Plum Football. It's me, Garrett Susko, and I'm joined by Evan Smith, Nick Nardo, Nick Flinko, and Mr. Lavars. We welcome you from Latrobe Stadium, where your Mustangs will stand off against the Wildcats. The Purple and Gold is coming off a 30-27 victory against the Weird Red Riders of West Virginia, which moved their record to 3-4. Our Mustang to watch today would have to be number 12 quarterback Jacob Miller, who has thrown for 746 yards and 7 touchdowns this season. Defenses beware when he had his quote-unquote three-headed monster receiving core of Brooks, Matolsi, and Sluka, who have combined for 639 receiving yards on the season. On the opposite side of the field, the Latrobe Wildcats are 2-5, coming off a tough loss to the 7th best team in the state, Penn Trafford. A Wildcat to keep an eye on today is number 15 wide receiver Cam Stevens, one of the best pass catchers currently playing for Latrobe. Keep in mind this is an extremely important game, one that could possibly put the Mustangs in the playoffs if they secure the W. As with any other game, you can expect both teams to play their hardest in attempts to claim victory. What are your thoughts, Evan?
To be honest, I'm just really excited for this game. It's not often that we come to a game with this high stakes, playoffs on the line, and this is a team the Mustangs can easily beat. Pretty evenly matched. If you look at the rankings on Max Preps, we are favored to win this game. With that said, let's hope we don't go into it with too much confidence and try to underthink this. Take the opportunity, play your best.
Yeah, and we just need to, that's all we can ever do is just play the best every time we come out, no matter who it is, because you never know when they could come out striking with fury.
So we're getting ready to kick off in just about 10 seconds here. Mustangs wearing their ever-popular white-on-white uniforms. Latrobe wearing some beautiful orange ones.
Yeah, I do really like those uniforms. They're easy to see for us up here in the booth.
Yep.
Unlike a certain other uniform. But you know, even with the numbers, we still think they're pretty great jerseys.
Yep.
Pretty great design.
Also, for those of you viewing, you may notice a bit of a glare on the camera. We're currently inside a beautiful press box. Interesting opportunity, however, it might cause a bit of viewing issues. Nonetheless, it's what we got, so.
Well, we got a big moon tonight. It's high in the sky. Maybe it'll make our players play with a little extra fire.
Beautiful night, high stakes, great matchup, and we're ready to kick off.
Oh, a high kick. It looks like it was messed up and fielded by the Latrobe player.
And they're going to start on their own 40-yard line.
Looks like number 89, J.J. Sweeney.
Not exactly how you want to start the game for the Mustangs, but give your defense a chance to stand. The Latrobe offense this year has only averaged about 15 points per game. So this is easily overcomable for them, especially with how we've seen how this defense can play. When you got Nick, Max, and the rest of them clicking off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nick has played it like an absolute beast in his past couple of games. He's racked up the stats.
Multiple sacks in the last 4 games. First snap's going to be handed off really quickly. He's going to jump inside, but gets stuck. Gain of 1 or 2 off of that.
Running the ball there is number 22, Logan Gustafson. That will be a short gain of about 1 yard.
Man in motion. Going to be a QB sneak by Latrobe, and he's going to get through the defense, and he's going to go all the way. Touchdown Latrobe on the second play.
A little bit of trickery there, and that's number 12, their quarterback, Bobby Fetter.
Great speed on their quarterback and just a beautiful designed run to get him in the end zone there.
Yeah, he really found a hole, and he just put on the jets and took off.
You got to think that's like a wake-up call for the Mustangs right there.
It has to be, or this might be a blowout if they keep having their heads in the sand like this.
Especially in a game like this, you got to.
Yeah, as I mentioned, this is extremely important for the Mustangs.
Take these moments and just push past. Line up for the extra point here.
Flags down. Stopped.
False start on one of the teams here, giving it to the Mustangs. The Latrobe still just going to look to kick. Moves them up 1 yard.
John
Kicks up.
McHenry puts it up. That's very interesting kicker you see there.
So with that, 44 seconds in the game, that makes it Latrobe 7, Plum nothing.
And that kicker is 6 foot tall, 255 pounds. Definitely one of the larger kickers we've seen. But if he's got the leg to power it through, then all the better for their team. And well, he's shown us he can pick the extra points, so you know.
So do you think Latrobe, they obviously would have Reed and Logan scouted as great return men, as they have one of their own. Do you think they're going to kick it straight to them, give them a chance to run it back here? Or maybe try a bit of a trick return? Because I think that's what the Mustangs are trying to do there. Just keep it away from number 4, their great return man.
Yeah.
Or 15, sorry. He's 4 return touchdowns on the year.
Extremely impressive stat. And if they've been watching their film on us too, they probably don't want to kick it. So we have
I believe Reed has 3 of them, and then 2 of them called back on top of that. Logan on the other side's also gotten one taken to the house. And they are both lined up back to receive.
Lining up here is John McHenry again.
Pretty big guy for being a kicker. And they are going to squib it down. Bobbled by the Mustangs, picked up around the 33-yard line. So it looks like both teams are going to do some special teams trickery to keep it out of each other's return man's hands.
Yep. They know they can't give up points that way, and they just want to give their defenses the best chance.
So that's recovered by Zach Fields, and they're going to mark the Mustangs at 32 to start this drive.
My player to watch from the Mustangs comes out, our quarterback Jake Miller.
They line up 3, right? One receiver in the backfield, one back in the backfield.
Snap.
And they will
hand
hand
off
it
to
off.
Billy Guzzi.
Guzzi gets around one man, but gets taken down after about a 2-yard game. So eerily similar to the last start of the drive for Latrobe.
Short gain on a run, and then they used a little bit of trickery on their next play. Let's see if the Mustangs do exactly just that.
That'd be phenomenal. Just get some straight deja vu. Swap the field this time. They're gonna.
And Jake was gonna run with it there, but the Latrobe defense comes up and they
Stop him right at the line. So it's gonna make it 3rd down and 8, really quick after about 30 seconds so far in this drive. Gotta think they're gonna take a chance to air it out. They gave Jake a chance last week to throw a lot more passes than he had all season, and he performed fairly well with it.
That he did.
Then all these receivers, if they get their hands on the ball, they can easily take it all the way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One of our.
It's gonna be a false start. Looks like on the Latrobe, but you never really know.
Yeah.
And it will be on the Wildcats, so that's gonna move us up 5 yards.
That's going to make it 3rd and 4.
So nice break for the Mustangs there. That just made this a lot easier to accomplish. Now I'm starting to think they might stick with the run.
That's what I'm thinking. You know, if you establish that run game early, it's only going to get easier throughout the game.
And they're going to line up in their Sox formation right now. Quick snap. Quick pass.
Oh.
But Max just isn't able to get there. So that's going to make it 4th and 3. And the Mustangs are going to bring out their punting unit. So not an ideal first drive for the Mustangs there. As Martin's going to punt it off. And it's going to bounce and keep rolling back for Latrobe. They're going to let it bounce about the 14-yard line.
And their offense is going to take over here and see what they can do after scoring in 2 plays in their last drive.
He's
Hand
going
off
to run it to the
here.
side, gets a good block, and he's got some room to run. Stays on his feet past the 30 up to the 40 and pushed out of bounds.
Dakota Morrison on that run there. Gets a good chunk of yardage there for his offense. Bringing him near the 40-yard line. 37.
Yep, marked out at the 37. Lined up seemingly to run it again. Working so far for them, their offense is really pushing a lot more than they have this season. And it's going to be another quick handoff. He's going to run up the middle. Got some space, but it's going to get taken down from behind after a gain of about 5 yards. Gustafson there that time with his second carry. Second and 4 now, so clock strikes past 9 minutes.
You can see Billy is covering their #1 receiver, Cam
And
Stevens, and then
Carnes is going to run off again, and he broke through once again. That's the second rushing touchdown for their QB here tonight.
and if the Mustangs can't figure out a way to stop him, then
Yeah, right there he got one lucky block, and he just let his speed carry him all the way there.
if they can't stop him, then he will, for lack of a better word, be unstoppable.
So McHenry's back for his second PAT attempt. And that one almost blocked, but it's going to be good. So with 8:46 left in the first quarter, it's now Latrobe 14, Plum nothing.
Hey guys, if you don't mind, wanted to step on here real quick. First off, thank you guys for the very professional job you're doing tonight. As always, we really thank our TV crew who, does an amazing job setting up all of the equipment, getting our shots right. We're here in the booth tonight, behind some glass here. We apologize for the slight glare on the screen. Something I wanted to bring up from a tactical standpoint, guys. I was talking to a couple players today, including Braden Kohler. He had mentioned the line, offensive line, not being the biggest for Latrobe, but being very aggressive, being very skilled. And they said in order for us to control that line, we're going to have to get off our blocks pretty quickly. I think that's probably something that on the sidelines right now, Coach Morgan is coaching them up on. Let's try to get off those blocks a little quicker, try to close up those holes. And I think if we do that, we definitely still have a great chance here of containing that run game that looks so explosive so far.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially there on that last run. He just got one really good block, and he was able to take it all the way past that.
Yeah. You get, if you want to get quarterback, you got to get through that offensive line first. And if they're determined to protect him, then it's going to be a battle.
So we have Sunday back this time instead of Brooks for the return. McHenry's going to scrib it again. It's going to be bobbled a bit, picked up, and run with up the middle to about the 35.
They made good work of what they could there.
And that's Zach Field's second return of the game, or at least recovery. Sending Guzzi back for the Mustangs now. And on 1st and 10, they're going to hand it up to Guzzi up the middle. He's going to get around one block, but only gain about a yard on the play.
They are absolutely controlling our run game so far. Oh, the defensive line is looking pretty quick.
So on 2nd and 9, they're going to line up with 3 receivers on the left side.
Miller takes a snap.
Quick
Screen.
to Martin.
Oh, and they just find him, and
Yeah, stops him behind the line. It's going to be a loss of about 3 yards there.
that's going to bring us to like 3rd and 12.
Mustangs offense so far just not clicking.
Not yet, not like we've seen in the previous weeks. Because even against teams with great offense, if they've stood tall like against McKeesport, that was just a shootout.
And it's gonna be,
You could see a little jump on the Latrobe there.
although I think,
Think it could have been the Mustangs?
yeah, they're gonna say the Mustangs drew him off there. Because I saw a little bit of a flinch, just enough to get him. It's gonna be 3rd and 17 now.
Yeah, it must have been real small fidget if I'd missed it, but, good eyes.
3rd and 18, you gotta think they're either gonna air it out or just try to get some extra, or just try to run down the drive.
Yeah, try to use this great receiving core.
Once again, 3 on the far side. And Miller's back to pass.
Oh,
And he's just gonna quick dump it.
Billy
brought
gets
in
it
by
bobbled
Guzzi.
out of the air.
And he's gonna get the first down off of
And
it.
he's
And
a
then
little
some.
more.
Up the middle to about the 40-yard line.
Great job by Billy Guzzi turning in what looked like a botched play into a big gain for the Mustangs.
Yeah, beautiful catch and run by him right there.
Now you saw 3 of the defensive linemen just burst through and were after Miller, and under pressure he
Yeah,
a little high, but
it looked like a throwaway play almost. Just
yeah.
try to get something off of it. Turned it into a first down, and they're going to hand it off now.
No, but good work under pressure.
Down the side, slides a bit. Looks like a gain of 4. And we mentioned how Billy last year showed a ton of explosiveness. This year it hasn't been there as much, but when you get plays like that, it's amazing to have a guy like that in the backfield.
No, he's been very consistent so far, I think.
And Miller's going to keep it this time, go around the edge.
Gain of about 3 or 4.
He's going to run out of bounds, stop the clock at 6:08. They're just going to bring up 3rd down and 4. So Martin's in motion now. Snap off to Miller. Quick pass. He's going to take it, and he will get the first down around the corner to about the 25-yard line. So far, the short passing game seems to be the strategy the Mustangs are going with.
If it works, you got to keep going. Short passes, if they let those up, they can be deadly for any defense.
It's great to have players like Martin and Guzzi just work great on their feet. They're going to hand it off again. He's going to be run right into a pile of Latrobe players there and brought down at the line.
Yeah, just a bunch of tacklers there bringing him down. Not being able to establish the run game yet.
But that's a critical component for the Mustangs, though, because most of the offense runs around the run game.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2nd and 12 with loss of 2 there. Line up to run again, though.
It's just about to say, wouldn't be surprised if he faked it.
And yep, he does. Miller.
That's that in bounds.
And yes,
That was a good catch.
first down Mustangs.
Did you catch who that receiver was?
Unfortunately, did not.
We're getting word now that it was Max Matolsi on the catch, and he's had the most yards of any Mustangs receiver so far.
Yeah, it seems like anytime Max has the ball in his hands, he can just goes on a rampage till he gets to the end zone.
Oh, yeah, remember the first game of the season against Highlands? He had that big run. He just stiff-armed and put moves on everybody.
And another one against Connellsville, too. He's going to hand it off again. Stays on his feet. Push forward.
Good work by Billy, staying elusive.
About an 8-yard rush there.
Well, they're in the red zone now. They're on the 8-yard line. What do you do if you're the Mustangs here?
I'd say maybe try another one of those fake run passes. Give it to Max or Logan. See if they can jump up and get one. That's what worked in the past. Or maybe try to get a bit closer and pull a Sox play. They're going to whistle this play dead before it starts. So
Yeah, timeout was taken by Mustangs before the play. But I agree with your play calling. I would do the exact same thing.
I think once you get down to the 5, at least try that Sox play. Seems to be really popular among the team.
No, I wonder if they could run that trick play from against Franklin Regional at some point in this game.
Yeah.
Would not see that coming, I don't think.
We get the ball to start the second half, right? Possibly some foreshadowing. That'd be a beautiful way to start the second half if we're down by a score or something.
Yeah.
In a game like this, you got to bring out every shot you can.
Got to pull out all the stops.
2 receivers on the right side, 2 back. Hands it off to Guzzy, and he's going to get just barely brought down.
Tripped up a little bit.
It's going to make it 3rd down. Clock's on the past 4 minutes in the first quarter here. Mustangs on a 3 back, no receivers. Snaps it to Reed.
And
Taken down at the 15.
That is number 6 on the tackle, Tucker Knupp.
So it looks like they're going to go for the field goal here.
That was great tackling by the defense there.
Kolinkowski's back for about a 30-yard field goal.
Oh, bobbled snap.
Can be blocked.
And
picked up. He's able to run it back.
Yep.
And
go
touchdown
all the way.
Latrobe.
No, it was a messed up
There's
snap.
a flag in the back, though, at least.
But if that stands out, it was Dylan Gustafson.
That really looked like a false start from Latrobe. It seems like they were back there before we even snapped the ball.
Yeah.
Wait, now we're just waiting for the word from the ref here. And the touchdown's going to stand, though.
And what was that call?
Just a sideline warning against Latrobe.
Oh.
So that's going to make it 20-0 Latrobe here in this first quarter.
See if they, their kicker comes out here, John McHenry, put up the extra point, make it 21. Every,
Kicker's up and good. That's going to make it 21-0 here. 2:49 left in the first quarter.
and it looks like so far all of his kicks have been chip shots, just a little high. But, no, that's a good kicker right there. So some offensive mishaps have prevented the Mustangs from scoring here, giving the Latrobe Wildcats another 7 points.
If I could chime in here again, guys, some positives, though, on that drive, definitely here. So we saw the offense moving the ball pretty well there. Even the one play there where it looked like Guzzy got tripped up, I think he might have just slipped a little bit there, not his fault, obviously. When they got the defense to sell out like that with those 3 guys coming in the backfield, as you guys said, able to pull off the screen pass like that, that might be a key going forward. So confidence on that last drive. Obviously, it didn't end the way they wanted to, but definitely you made some strides there. Now, again, if we can just bottle up Latrobe's running game going forward and we don't have to get this all back in one quarter, start bottling them up a little bit, tighten up the defense on those splash plays, those explosion running plays there, and go down and score right here. We got ourselves a game.
Yeah, up until the red zone was going really good for the Mustangs there. So the offense started to click for a bit there. It's up to them to keep it up now, as they do get the ball right back now.
Yeah,
And they're going to scrib it once again.
I like what they were doing on that offensive drive.
Bottled up at the 39.
Seemed to really work, run a couple and then do pass option. And then, quarterback runs. Keeping it fresh, They're got to be, got to keep these defense on their heels if they want to be able to score here.
Shotgun formation right now.
And Billy's taken down by number 35, Luke Zilka.
It's going to be a loss of like 5 yards there.
This Latrobe defense has played pretty good so far. Pretty outstanding defense. Good tackling, good defensive line.
And they've been pretty fearless, sending as many people as they need to in the backfield once it's handed off. Does leave some room open, though, if you get a really good fake in there.
That is true.
4 receivers out now for the Mustangs. Miller's going to take it back. And quick dump, tipped.
Almost intercepted by number 10, Drake Clayton there, but just through his arms.
It's going to make it 3rd and 16.
Yeah, 3rd and long for the Mustangs here. Last time they had 3rd and long, they were able to convert off a lucky play. See if they can get lucky here again and get the first.
Maybe try another forward pass here, because I think pass attempt-wise, we had one went past the line of scrimmage here.
And you're right, it is, but he's going to run it here.
Yep, Miller's going to try to take it on his legs, but he's going to be brought down at the 40.
Yeah, that's Drake Clayton again on the tackle.
Going to bring up 4th down, and we'll call it 8.
One and a half minutes here left on the clock in the first quarter.
As Reed drops back to punt it again.
Snap's good. Good punt. We fielded around.
And
Oh.
muffed.
I believe that was Cam Stevens.
But Latrobe is going to hold on to that ball. One aspect that we've got to mention here, this is the Mustangs' first game this year playing on a grass field.
That is an interesting stat. I did not know that so far. Do you think it affects the game at all?
I feel like we saw Billy slip a couple times. That might have something to do with it, because the grass is a lot slicker than the turf would normally be. On top of that, the footing has a bit difference.
That is true.
This field is the first field ever used for an NFL football game.
Flags down.
So a historic stadium to play in.
That is one thing I found very cool about coming here to this stadium, was walking into history. I had no idea that this was where it played, and I consider myself somewhat of an NFL historian. So, you learn something new every day, and it's just it's cool.
We're currently sitting in the NFL's very first press box.
Yeah, that is true.
So that first play there is going to be about a 5-yard run for Latrobe. Oh, wait, penalty, sorry. Take it on the 32. Quick handoff up the middle. He's got some room to run. Brought down at about the 35.
Gustafson gets a 5-yard gain.
sitting there on the tackle.
And
He's going to take it again. Almost gets through there, but he's brought down after getting the first down. So great legs for their QB there,
oh yeah.
even though he's yet to throw a pass in this game.
I believe before this play, every run he had was for a touchdown. You know, and the running quarterback is a very successful staple of high school football and a lot of times college football.
In this game, it's working very well for Latrobe as they take it on the end around, and he's got some room to run.
And that is
Stays
Cam
up on the 50,
Stevens
down the
putting a bunch of
sideline,
room.
knocked out of bounds at the 38.
Max gets him out there, and after putting a bunch of moves on, flag is down.
Yeah, after the play there.
Might be unsportsmanlike. Let's see what the call is. Looked like Cam Stevens is arguing with the ref a little bit there, so.
Yep, personal foul against the Wildcats there. 1 second left in this first quarter now.
Did you see why they called that?
No, I didn't really notice anything.
Maybe, was it taunting? Maybe something he said after the thing, because Cam Stevens is very unhappy, as you can see.
So 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. And it's going to be a timeout called.
Timeout he called by the Wildcats here with 1 second left in the first quarter.
That was signaled for by the QB. I wonder what he noticed there. So as we come to the end of this first quarter, Wildcats are already outdoing their season average. Mentioned earlier they're averaging 15 points per game. They're already at 21. That run offense is just working really well for them right now.
It's been pretty much unstoppable so far. They keep finding the big holes, but I think on this drive, the defensive line for the Mustangs has come out, and I think they're getting back to figuring out how to stop it.
That 21 points looks like a lot, but it's easy to come back from, especially with 3 quarters left. Because if they can score it in one, we can easily do it back.
Yeah, exactly. That's
and you know the Mustangs are really motivated right now. This is the first time in I think about 3 or 4 years they've even had a chance to qualify for the playoffs in the season. So they're really going to want to take advantage of it. They're going to try to pull another end around, but the QB's going to keep it again. Up the middle, brought down at about the 40-yard line. So it'll be a gain of about 12 yards on that run. So at the end of the first quarter,
score 21-0 Latrobe Wildcats. What do you think the Wildcats do here now?
got to think they're just going to stay on the run game.
You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm going to have to agree here. I would keep running it.
And for the Mustangs, just work on shutting down the center of the field because they've been able to block them when they try to go outside. But when they sneak it right up the middle, that seems to be where they're getting us here.
Their quarterback in a very elusive. He can put a lot of moves on you, make him miss. Yeah, he's totally displayed that so far. You can hear the Wildcats band playing Sweet Caroline, hoping to pump their Wildcats up.
Both teams coming back out on the field now to start the second half, second quarter. Field swapped to begin this. And handed off. Up the middle, stopped after a gain of about 4 yards.
Quarterback with the ball.
Throws a pass. And first pass of the game is going to be incomplete, intended for number
6, Tucker Nupp.
I'd say we had some pretty good teamwork there.
I would agree.
You can tell he was trying to take that around. He just wasn't ready to have to let go of it there. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6 now for Latrobe. Sends the receiver out. He's actually dropping back the pass.
And
Quick up the middle, and it's going to be complete. He's got the space to run up to the 20-yard line.
3 of our defensive linemen got through there. And, you know, Bobby Fetter just
Yep, flag
launched
back
it
at the
under
line of scrimmage
pressure.
right now, though.
Oh, what do you?
And Latrobe seems to be moving backwards, and it's against them. Ineligible receiver.
Oh,
One of those plays you don't see often, but you always seem to see it after a big one. Like I remember, forget who it was against the Mustangs. They had about a 70-yard touchdown called back because of an ineligible receiver.
I do remember that.
Third down and 11 now. Do you think they try to go with another up-middle pass there? Because that seems to be the weakness for the Mustangs in this game, just the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Outside the hash marks, they aren't getting much done, but once they try to go up the middle, it's when they get some work in. It's going to be brought on the outside, handed off, taken
Cam
down.
Stevens brought back for a tackle for loss.
And they're going to flag Martin there for that tackle. I don't even think that looked like anything. I just think he wasn't able to keep on his feet and ended up bringing down Stevens with him. Nonetheless, it's going to be a personal foul against the Mustangs.
Yeah, tensions were flaring up on the sidelines there.
Yeah. You can just tell from how that went. That was not intentional by Reed in any way. Especially coming from him. He usually keeps it level-headed on the field.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen anything bad from him in the past 2 years I've been filming, so.
But nonetheless, ref sees how it is. Oh, offsetting penalties.
Do you think that was because their quarterback, or no, Cam Stevens, pushed him afterwards? Do you think that could be why?
Then it did look like Reed brought him down, but Stevens was definitely fighting back even before that. So, Greater Latrobe's coach right now not happy with that call, but nonetheless, ref decision final. 4th and 15.
That's going to bring their offense to their first 4th down they've had of the night. What will they do?
You got to believe this is 4-down territory, but no, they're going to have a man back to punt.
And that is their running back, Logan Gustafsson.
Martin's back to receive, and there's going to be a flag there.
And one of our linemen jumped off a little early.
So it's going to be down to 4th and 10 now. Gustafson's still going to stay back to punt, though. It's going to be a good punt. It's going to go behind Martin, and it's going to stay at the 10-yard line.
Yep. And Luke Zoka is going to bring it down at the 10-yard line.
Looked like that was going to bounce back a bit, but it just stayed right in place. So the Mustangs will start pretty far in their own zone. 10 minutes left in the second quarter. So Dan Guzzi in the backfield for the Mustangs. And Miller's going to give it to Sunday, but he's going to fumble the ball. Latrobe thinks they have it. Waiting for the word from the ref. Mustangs going to keep the ball there.
Man, great recovery. That could have been really bad.
Yeah. Thankful we got that one back. Let them start from their own 10-yard line. Same formation there. Gives it to Guzzi this time. He's going to break through a bit. Gets up to about the 5.
Down.
Flag after the play there.
I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, but it looks like the Mustangs going to get pushed back here.
Personal foul.
On the Mustangs, yeah.
Wonder what that was.
That's one thing the Mustangs got to do, not get frustrated.
We can't get penalties like this. It's killer for an offense. I feel like I say that every week, but
I remember last year we had to talk about that a lot. Once
Yep.
we got down, a lot of players just started losing their heads a bit.
yeah, it was very frustrating last year because a lot of the games we had a
However,
great amount of penalties.
This is a team that's capable of coming back from this. So Miller's going to air it out here. It's going to be just short.
Pass interference.
And it's going to be
is
interference.
called. Yeah, I was about to say. He hooked him and brought him down before the ball. So now that's a good call. That's a good call by the refs.
He really doesn't agree with that call. He stood back there. He's now talking to the ref a bit.
He better be careful. He doesn't get a personal foul.
It's going to be a first down for the Mustangs on that. They gained 15 yards off of it. So new set of downs starting from the 22.
Let's see if that can give the Mustangs the momentum they needed.
Miller takes it alone in the backfield.
A good catch there. Ooh, a big hit while bringing him down.
It's going to be a first down, though.
Did you catch who that receiver was?
No, I did not. And seems the Latrobe announcers didn't catch it either. They made no announcement off of it. Miller's back to pass. Quick throw, just short. False start there.
I want to call it early, but every time I do that, it seems to be the opposite side.
And it is Wildcats this time.
Oh, the
Yep, you always think it's on one team, but the refs caught the little movement right before on the other side. Second and 5 now for the Mustangs. Almost their 40-yard line. They send Martin in motion. Quick handoff to Guzzi. He's going to be just shy of the first there.
that was a good fight, though.
Brings up about a 3rd and 1. Miller snaps it off. He's ready to pass.
Looks to Max. Oh,
Just can't keep it in his hands.
he was also hit in the air by number 30, covering him. It was Raymond Henderson in the coverage.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. 44 clock passes 8 minutes on that play. And it's going to be another false start. I believe that one's going to be on the Mustangs, though. Yeah, so Wilby says going to bring it back to 2nd and 15 now. And right back to that 39-yard line.
And the penalties come back to bite the Mustangs here.
They're going to still try to run with it here.
No.
As Miller's going to keep it. Tries to pass, dives for it. Just can't make the catch.
Yeah. Tried to throw it to the fullback. Third and 15. I'd say give Jake a chance to air it out. And that's what they're going to do. Oh, or he's going to run.
Yep.
And it looks like
He's got
he's
some
going to get
space.
the first
He got the
here.
first down. Brought out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Oh, he's hurting a bit on the sideline, though. He was hit hard after being out of bounds. Kind of looked like a late hit, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, Miller's going to stay down.
He really hit him, though, but there wasn't really any need for the force behind that. It's going out of bounds anyways.
So that looks bad for the Mustangs. So Jake has been really stepping up his game this year. Nonetheless, Ryan Huebner, in the short amount of time since he's gotten back in that QB spot, has played well. So if Jake isn't able to play in this game.
Yeah, Ryan is he is a running quarterback, and we saw that against the Highlands where he took off for a couple big runs. I believe he had a touchdown off one of them.
Although Jake's hopping up really quick now. But he's keeping the weight off his one leg there. Going to be helped back to the sideline. Got a bit of a limp. So the Mustangs come back out on offense now. Should have a new QB under center. And that's going to be Ryan Huebner. First play is going to be
Oh.
fumbled by Guzzi. And
It looks like it's recovered by the defense of the Wildcats.
Ryan just gets there.
Now quarterback number 10, Ryan Hubner from the Mustangs.
Second and 20 off of that fumble.
Play back to the 48-yard line. Second and 20 from the Mustangs.
So the Latrobe Wildcats looks to continue their dominant reign in defense.
And Huberty's going to try to run with it, but he's not going to get anywhere. It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. It's going to make it 3rd and 21.
Tyler Lynch. With help from Tucker Nutt. Brings up a 3rd and 23.
Seems like a blatant false start there in the Wildcats, but not called.
And it's going to be a tackle for a loss there. And already a big 3rd down, 3rd and 21.
Although I'm not seeing things there. You saw like half the offensive line, the defensive line there just jump completely.
Yeah, I saw that too. I don't know why that wasn't called.
Nonetheless, 4th and 24 as Martin's back to punt. High punt. Drops at about the 30. And the Latrobe's going to take over at their own 23-yard line. 5:39 to work with in this first half.
To the 23-yard line of the Wildcats. 33 yards on the Plum punt. Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
So you got to think the Latrobe's just going to keep on the run game.
And short gain.
Four brings up a 2nd and 6 from the Wildcat 26.
It's going to be taken by their QB again. Leaps over a man, but brought down at the 29.
Bobby Fetter on the keeper. Gain out to the 29-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Cats. Their own 29.
Stop on the play. Timeout for the Latrobe.
Wildcat.
The timeout's going to stop the clock with 4:22 left in this first half.
3rd and 4. Mustangs back out here.
Third and 4 for the Wildcats, 29-yard line.
Keeper again. Bounces off of one man. It's not going to get there for the first down.
12, Bobby Feather on the keeper.
That'll be fourth and about
Be short of
2 or 3.
down.
No, fourth and 1.
Number 22, Logan Gustafson
But they will bring their punt team out.
for the Wildcats.
So Martin sets up at about the 40-yard line. High snap, Bop drops it, and brought down at the 24-yard line. So
Great
the Mustangs
play.
get some great field position to start this.
Great play by the special teams of the Mustangs, and they've been playing pretty great in the last couple of weeks. And
Yeah, got that quick high snap and managed to take advantage of it.
now their offense will come out and see if they can capitalize on this opportunity to score.
And those are the kind of plays you need to make to overcome this deficit.
Yeah.
I want to jump in here, guys. Great job by Plum staying on sides there. You could tell Latrobe was definitely trying to draw them off. Great discipline, and here we go.
Yeah, we actually heard some shouts from the field saying get them offside. Huebner's back, ready to pass. Sends it down up the middle. Just barely tipped away, though, by number
22, Gustafson.
Seems like Logan Gustafson's been the main player for Latrobe outside of their QB, stepping up both sides of the ball, as well as being the holder for them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he seems to be kind of like our Reed Martin.
Yeah,
Just a
versatile.
guy who can do everything.
From the Wildcats, 25-yard line.
So he was gonna hand it off. This time, no, keep it.
That's
Gain of about 3.
Yeah.
Number 10, Ryan Hubner on the keeper. Gain of 1 on the play.
So the Mustangs now 3rd and 9 for the 24. They got 3 minutes to work with in this drive.
Third and 9 for Plum.
Huebner, quick
throws it.
pass up the middle. He got there for the first down. Or at the very least, really close to it.
That is Max Matolsi on the catch.
And they're going to move the chains.
30, Raymond Henderson.
First down on the 14.
15-yard line. First and 10 Plum to the Wildcat 15.
So last time we got really close in the zone, we got shut down pretty quickly. That's the one thing what the Mustangs need to click with. They're going to line up in that soft formation once again. Keeper on it. Goes around the sidelines. He's got some room to run. Dives in, touchdown Mustangs.
Great play.
That's going to be Reed Martin getting in there.
And Reed Martin, we mentioned him earlier, is our man that can do anything, and that's he seems to be doing just that here. Running around, great speed, great effort.
And that's going to put Plum on the board with 2 minutes left in the first half.
They did capitalize on this golden opportunity given them by their special teams.
Kolonkowski's back for the extra point. And that's going to be blocked.
Yeah, they just get all through that. And we saw that earlier when they tried to take a field goal. They got right through our offensive line. That's something we need to work on.
It's going to make it 21-6. So if the Mustangs can just keep the Latrobe off the board right now, maybe get a chance at another drive. They get the ball back at halftime.
Actually, I believe the Wildcats are the first to get the ball. Because didn't they kick it to us first? because they had that little high kick.
I thought that was us who had that. And then Latrobe took over and did the squib.
You know what? You're right. You're
Yeah, I
right.
was going to say.
Yeah. Thank you for clearing that up, Evan.
I was going to give it jump it up there, too.
No, yeah, you're right. We can, if we score again, we can come back and get this ball in the second half and keep the momentum going.
Or at the very least, just keep Latrobe shut down for the last 2 minutes here.
23, Tyler Kolinkowski to kick off for Plum. Deep to receive, number 22, Logan Gustafson, and 15, Cameron Stevens for the Cats.
You can hear the two of their best players in the backfield ready to return the ball, Gustafson and Stevens.
So after that first kickoff, made it about 20 yards. You got to see if they're going to probably try to squib it here, I'd imagine. And that's just another short kick. Fair caught at the 30.
Fair catch,
Yeah, fielded by A.J. Rock.
A.J. Rock. 29-yard line is where they spot the ball. First and 10 Cats for their own.
The Mustangs want to keep their momentum up. They have to make good stops on defense, and this is where we start.
End around play. 27. Ball was in the air, but holds on, but it's going to be brought down for a loss of 3.
27, Dakota Morrison, the ball carrier.
Tackle for a loss. Bring us to 2nd and 13.
Dakota Morrison there on the run. 1:45 left on the clock. You got to think Latrobe's going to let it run out as much as they can possibly let it.
That's what you'd think, and the Mustangs defense has to be prepared. Looks like they are so far. See, going the second play there.
Low snap.
And they get through to the quarterback.
Brings him down around the 20.
It's another tackle for a loss.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 19.
Timeout, Plum.
And the Mustangs are going to call timeout here. If only to freeze the clock. That's going to be their second of the half. So if they get the ball back, maybe get some movement. At the very least, use that timeout to get a field goal.
Third and 16 to the Cats from their own 23-yard line.
So generous mark at the 23. They're going to take over 3rd and 16. And he's going to try to run with it, it seems, and
Yeah, puts a few moves on it, gets a gain. Big gain there.
probably gained about 12 there.
Now it is 4th and 5, I believe.
And Plum's going to use that last timeout right here.
Takes the ball out to the 35-yard line. It'll be 4th and 4 for the Cats.
4th and 4. They're going to get the ball back. 117 to work with when they get it.
Maybe, do you think that this is the part where the Mustangs can run that trick play against Franklin to get a quick score? Do you think this would be a good opportunity?
See, I just personally think that play's better suited for like the beginning of a kick, like half
Yeah.
game maybe.
Yeah.
But they definitely won't be expecting it here. So could be a smart play to go with, actually.
Maybe get a few runs, get everyone tired out a little bit on their defense, and then you run that. Do it run a little better.
Carried by Martin at about the 35. He's going to cup the middle, break through to about the 40, up to the 50-yard line before he's brought down.
Great return by Martin.
Kick into Wildcat territory to the 47-yard line. 16 yards. Reed Martin on the return. Officials have spotted the 49-yard line of the Wildcats. First and 10 Plum from the Wildcat 49. Just over a minute left till halftime.
Yeah, with 1 minute and 4 seconds left in this half.
Mustangs are pretty good at the hurry-up offense. He's going to quickly dump it off. Going to get some positive yardage there, about 4 yards, and a flag on the play.
Pass number 1, William Guzzi. There's a flag on the play.
It's going to be on the Mustangs.
Mustang.
Holding is not what you want here.
That's going to
Traction.
It's not good for your momentum as a team.
The Mustangs were ready to line up in that hurry-up offense before they got shut down by the refs there.
Spotted at the 43-yard line.
So that's going to cost us a lot of yards, and on top of that, it's going to basically burn 10 seconds of clock time. Huberty's going to try to run up in the pocket, but he's going to be sacked.
Yeah, bringing him down there is Tyler Lynch, number 79.
Mustangs going back in that hurry-up.
Quarterback sacked by 79, Tyler Lynch, and 54, Peyton Arocha.
Huebner
And number
And
6 and number 54 are going to bring him down
all
there.
the way down to the 28-yard line.
That's Tucker Nupp
Quarterback corralled by number 6,
and
Tucker
Peyton
Nupp. With number
Rechovac.
54, Peyton Arocha. Loss all the way back to the 30-yard line of Plum.
It's going to be 3rd down and 31.
Wildcats take a timeout.
Wildcats take a timeout here. 29 seconds left in the half. For the Mustangs, if they run it, they can burn it down to 4 seconds left. Try to punt, or do you think they're going to take a long shot, try to do something big here?
I'd go for one more long play.
Yeah, that's
then
what I
punt
would do too. Just given the Mustangs playbook, though, it just usually doesn't seem like their strategy.
Yeah.
And they do look packed in tight as they're just going to run it here. Takes a knee. So that'll bring the clock down to 4 seconds before the punt, which should essentially end the half.
And what do you think of both teams' offense and defense so far here, special teams? Give us the rundown, Evan.
Well, for the Mustangs, that first quarter just didn't go well for them. Then after that, they finally got a roll, lost Jake Miller. Ryan Huber, he seems to be catching his game a bit. Seemed a little bit overwhelmed going with that quick shot there, as they don't manage to do anything there with that good opportunity to end it. Nonetheless, though, going into halftime here, they get the ball back to begin the second half. Just try to reset at halftime and hope all goes well.
Yeah, I think the Mustangs need to stop the penalties and just come back stronger than ever. And we'll tune in for the band, and we'll see you at the next half.
Yep, excuse us for a second as we try to reset the camera here to be able to get the band's audio on screen.
job calling those numbers. I'm gonna have to go to my phone on Monday when I Hey, when do you start off-season conditioning? When do you start off-season conditioning in the off-season? I heard.
As soon as I get out. Okay, welcome back, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties we had. There's about a minute left until this game starts, second half. Right now we have Nick Flinko along with Mr. Lavars joining us on the mic.
Hey guys, before we get back into the game here, I wanted to congratulate the band, the great job they did. Always wanted to make sure we got them on camera here and you guys could hear the great job at home that they're doing. I want to thank our ingenious TV crew here. So we were here in the press box. In order to hear them the best, we did a makeshift second camera angle here. We took it out there so you guys could hear them a little better. We are back here now. We are welcoming Nick Nardo and Nick Flinko onto the headsets here. Gentlemen, I'll let you take it away. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, Nardo, what were your thoughts on the first half?
You know, I thought the Mustangs, they started off pretty rough with the defense, and then they once they finally got to stop it, they put some points on the board. They're down by 2 touchdowns right now. Hopefully they can get these touchdowns early and get back in this game. We saw Latrobe score within 10 minutes in the first quarter. So, you know, that means the Mustangs can do just the same. So we'll see here. What do you think, Nick?
I'm gonna, piggyback off of what you said. I do think that we started off a little rough, but I feel like as the half went on, we started to adjust to their offensive play style a little bit, and definitely were able to stop it more as the second half came to an end. And like you said, we were able to get some points on the board. Reed Martin with a great run, and the Mustangs aren't out of this. I know they're going to come out of this little break here at halftime ready to play.
Yeah, so hopefully we get to see the Mustang passing game come alive. We saw Jake Miller go out with an apparent knee injury, so that's a tough one for the Mustangs. We'll see if he comes back out to start the second half. No, I'm getting word he's actually not going to come back out, so they're still going to stick with Ryan Huebner behind the under center, and then hopefully they can put some points on the board.
Yeah, that's always something you hate to see when your starting quarterback goes down like that. But they always got another man in line, and
Yeah.
Jake Miller's young,
Next man up.
sophomore, so he's got a couple more years left.
Yep. Yeah, we saw before Jake left the game, we saw him get off a few good passes that went for some pretty good yardage. Hopefully, with Huebner kind of a running quarterback, we're not going to see as much passing as, although I feel like Latrobe has been all over the Mustang run game right now. We'll see if the Mustangs found a way to get past that defense. So we have just about a minute left until this game gets started. Once again, I would like to apologize for the technical difficulties. We're in a beautiful Latrobe press box right now, and the way we are set up, we are behind glass. So we get a little glare here and there. We apologize for that too. And the sound is not as good, so we had to adjust so we could hear our band.
Yeah, the band works real hard to be able to bring this out to us. So we like to let the people hear them. So shout out to the band.
We saw a key player for the Wildcats in number 2, Landon Carnes, quarterback. He had 2 very long QB keeps he took to the end zone. He has 2 touchdowns to his name right now. The Mustangs did find a way to stop that. Okay, sorry, I'm getting word now that it was actually Bobby Feeder who was the quarterback, number 12 for the Wildcats. He has 2 rushing touchdowns to his name with the kind of option plays. He fakes the handoff and keeps it himself up the middle. Hopefully the Mustangs game plan for that at halftime and find a way to stop that here in the second half.
Also a good play by number 26, I believe, Dylan Gustafson, who recovered a block punt, not blocked punt, blocked field goal, and ran it back for a touchdown for the Wildcats. Wildcats really seem like they know what they're doing on defense.
Yeah, the Wildcats really, I think, shocked the Mustangs. Mustangs really didn't expect the Wildcats to come out scoring 2 quick touchdowns, 3 very quick touchdowns.
I knew I wasn't.
Kind of set them, yeah, me as well. It kind of set the Mustangs back a little, but the Mustangs are going to receive this ball here to start the second half as they have Martin and Brooks back deep.
That's number 60, John McHenry, kicking this off.
Kind of a squib kick there, nicely fielded by number 7, Max Matulski for the Mustangs. The Mustangs are going to start off the second quarter at, it looks like, the 31-yard line. Mustang 31-yard line. So we'll see what the Mustangs have this drive on offense.
Looks like they're coming out in that Sox formation.
Sox formation, Reed Martin.
Mustangs definitely had some success with this, and looks like they got some now. That looks like a good gain, about 7 on the play.
Yeah, that worked this play has been working very well all year for the Mustangs as they they kind of use it as a go-to when in the red zone. Now we see a special occasion kind of using it now with our starting quarterback down. We're just going to do as much as we can to move this ball forward.
Every time they run this, they seem to get a lot of positive yards. So
Yeah.
2nd and 4, same play.
Yeah, same play.
Martin's going to take it and roll for about 3 yards.
Just
shy,
of
yeah.
first down.
Oh, no, I think they're going to
Yeah, they're
no, they're
moving
going
the
to give it to
chains.
him.
So nicely done there by Reed Martin as he picks up the first down for the Mustangs. Mustangs are going to be at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10.
Martin's going to take it outside.
Sox play again.
This time he's going to get stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
Wouldn't want him to get shot. That's it's all right. So the Mustangs are going to start off here 2nd and 10 after that no gain by Reed Martin on the last play. Looks like they're going to stick with the Sox package here. Fakes the handoff. Oh, he's going to pitch it, something new we haven't seen yet this year.
To Guzzi, who gets stopped for a loss on the play.
So they're kind of implementing little tricks into this Sox package here. So we see kind of an option play there.
Well, in that situation, you kind of have to. I mean, if you're running the same play over and over again, the defense is going to catch on. So even the slightest little twist in the play can throw the defense off and get you some positive yards.
That's it. So it looks like Huebner's going to come onto the field now to take this in shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers wide on each side. The quick
Huebner
throw.
lets it fly.
overthrown. That pass was intended for Logan Brooks. So that was a nice pass. Just got to give the receiver some time to get downfield.
Yeah, couple more seconds. And the punt team's going to come out here for the Mustangs. Got Reed Martin back to punt this off.
So 4th and 14. Martin is going to punt this one away for the Mustangs. Looks like they have number 15, Cameron Stevens, back to receive as he calls for a fair catch at the 30-yard line, about the 30-yard line.
And now we're gonna get a chance to see how the Mustang defense.
Yeah, we'll see how they adjusted at halftime. Feeder back in shotgun formation. Kind of a low snap, hands it off.
That's number 22, Logan Gustafson. Been hearing the Gustafson name a lot tonight.
Yeah, I think there's 2 of them on this team.
There is, I believe, number 26, Dylan Gustafson, and there's also number 22, Logan Gustafson.
So
Ball on the 41 for the Wildcats.
Feeder's going to keep it himself.
Fake handoff, dances around, but is going to get dropped behind the line of scrimmage by, looks like Akeel Washington.
It's nice to see Akeel out there. After last week, we saw him limp off the field with an ankle injury. He, talking to Akeel all week, he said he really wanted to play this game bad with the playoff implications on the line. He didn't want to miss out on this opportunity, so he's suited up and out there ready to go tonight.
Hats off to Akeel. Second and 11 now.
Gonna fake the handoff, hands it off to Stevens, kind of on a jet sweep.
And he's got some room. He's going down the sidelines, one man to beat, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds by, looks like Reed Martin.
But there is there's a couple flags thrown back at the 40-yard line, so this looks like it may be coming back.
That was a good run by Cameron Stevens, number 15.
Yeah. So it's going to be a hold on the Wildcats. That'll bring them back.
Hate to see it.
Yeah, very much needed, though, for the Mustangs, as that was kind of a big play there for the Wildcats. Mustangs really need to stop here in order to stay in this game. About 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wildcats are going to face a 2nd and 21.
Oof.
So that's tough for them. So we saw very nice gain for Stevenson there, Stevens, and then gets called back.
Looks like they're running the same play to Stevens.
Misdirection. Mustangs are all over at that time as they wrap him up at about the 30-yard line.
Looks like Rocco Naus on the play.
Rocco Naus and Nate Dumbaugh in on the tackle, yeah. So we see something different here on this Mustang defense. We had a few position changes as we have some injuries for the Mustangs, as we have Nick Saluka was moved to linebacker, outside linebacker. So he's trying out the linebacker position for this game, number 8. He's gonna keep it himself, try to find a little bit of room.
Oh, ball popped out.
Yeah, that Ball looked like it popped out there. So very nicely done by the Mustangs as they come up with a big third down stop.
Definitely see that they went over a couple things in the locker room.
Yeah. We'll see Reed back to return this one. We haven't seen him return one. We actually saw him return one for about a gain of 20 yards. Let's see if he can use his open field speed and get a touchdown here. Very well needed touchdown for the Mustangs. Ooh, very low punt. Almost looked like it was kind of deflected, but the ball goes out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
Great field position for the Mustangs.
Yeah, as they're already going to start off in Wildcat territory.
And now the Mustang offense takes over again.
Yeah, let's see what the Mustang offense has in store for us here on this drive. As Ryan Hubner is in at quarterback right now.
Shotgun.
Takes
Drops
a snap.
back. Lets it go. That pass was intended for Logan Brooks.
We see another overthrow there for Hubner. He's got an arm for sure.
Oh yeah. It's just about timing at this point.
Yeah.
Just that extra second.
Hubner under center.
Oh, handoff to Guzzi, but it looks like he dropped it.
Ball. Yep,
And the Wildcats take it.
One.
And Dylan Gustafson with the fumble recovery.
So that's killer there for the Mustangs.
Hate to see it.
Yeah. Let's see. 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Plenty of time still left in this game for a Mustang comeback. But it has to start now. Handoff to Gustafson for about a gain of 1 yard.
Gonna bring up 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats. I don't think we've seen the Wildcats throw too much this game. I'm pretty sure
I don't think
they've only thrown twice.
Twice, yeah.
Only thrown 2 times, and run game seems to be working for them.
Wildcats bring a player in
And
motion.
he fumbled.
Looks
and-
like the Mustang
and the
recovered
Mustang-
that one, so works in the Mustang favor as they get the ball right back.
Not too often you see.
Nicely done.
Not too often you see something like that.
Looked like Jaden Nichols was all over that as he kind of almost looked like he scared quarterback Fetter there. Fetter.
Fetter.
So the Mustang offense is going to come back out onto the field here. Hubner lines up under center.
Oh, going for that.
Fake handoff there. That play we saw
Oh,
against.
nearly picked. They were going for that trick play that they ran against Franklin the first play.
Yeah, it actually worked to success against Franklin. They're very close, but just a little pass was,
Little off.
yeah.
Couple feet.
Very nicely defended, though, by Wildcats.
I agree.
So the Mustangs are going to face a 2nd and 10 now. That was Max Matulski with the throw on the last play there.
I feel like Mustang's biggest strength are not not necessarily the long passes, but the short ones, the little quick
The
slants, and
checkdowns,
yeah. As you can see, Billy Guzzi with the run. Going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Mustangs as Hubner's in shotgun. Drops back to pass. He's under pressure, and he's going to start running.
Looks like he might have got that first down.
Maybe. He was pushed out of bounds at about the right at the 40. Yeah, that's a first down.
Looks like they may bring the chains out here. Oh no, they have one. Yeah.
Yep,
so
first down.
First down, nicely done by Ryan Hubner there. The QB.
Yeah, great. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, great decision by Ryan to take that. Obviously, he saw that no one was open downfield, and he was facing a lot of pressure, so he just decided to take it.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Looks like Reed Martin back to get this snap.
He's gonna hand it off to Guzzi. Again, nothing there. As this Wildcat defense just seems to have an answer for this Mustang run game tonight. Second and 10 for the Mustangs. See Martin still at quarterback as he lines up in shotgun formation here.
Looks like he's going to take it.
Gonna keep it himself.
No gain on the play. Maybe a yard.
Yeah.
Martin's one of those players that you can really put anywhere and he would produce for you.
Yeah.
He's kind of that jack of all trades kind of player.
Looks like they're going to switch now to Hubner. Quarterback position.
Hubner drops back, but he is going to get...
pressure, and he's sacked at about the 50-yard line. So not good there for the Mustangs. So they now face a 4th and 19. Martin is back to punt this one away.
Good punt by Martin. It's going to be fielded by Stevens, who cuts back field, breaks a tackle, hurdles a man, and he's got some room. He's going to get knocked out at about the 30, 35.
There is a flag down in the backfield. So we could see this come back again.
They did that last night.
Yeah, so that was a block in the back against the Wildcats. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
In other news, Plum's varsity soccer team just recently won the section.
Yeah, congratulations to Plum Boys Soccer.
Last night they beat, I believe, the Penn Hills Indians.
Yes, I think the final score ended up being 8-0.
So great win, and great to see the boys out there getting that section win.
Yeah, as they start their playoff run soon. I don't know when their first game is, but it's soon.
I believe they get 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
That's Gustafson with a nice move. He's going to dive for about a gain of, I don't know, 1.
Yeah, maybe 1 yard. So it's still 2nd and 10.
So no gain on the play.
No gain. 2nd and 10. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Latrobe still up by 2 touchdowns.
Ooh.
Gustafson kind of slips there to a Mustang advantage as they take him down for about a gain of 2.
I gotta say, the Mustang defense really has been shutting the Wildcats down so far.
Yeah, so far.
It's gonna bring up 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats on their own 20. That's Feder rolling out. Nope. There's the
Flag on the
flag on the play.
I see that a lot now.
It's gonna be roughing the passer on the Mustangs. And that's gonna push the Wildcats up 15 yards.
That stings there for the Mustangs as they had him stopped. And then these flags continue to just bite them in the butt. Wildcats are going to start now at the 35-yard line as there's another flag on the field.
Calling the other ref over.
Yeah.
Gonna have a little talk.
Sideline warning against the Mustangs.
Sideline warning against the Mustangs.
So nothing too bad there. Wildcats take this at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Bad
Oh,
snap.
bad. Yep. Jumps on it.
Jumps on it as Stitt was in there to,
Almost
touch-
immediately.
yeah, touch him down. So that bad snap backs the Wildcats up.
It's gonna bring up 2nd and 17. Minute 30 left in this third quarter. Looks like Federer's gonna keep it.
Fake handoff. QB keep. Looks like the Mustangs found a way to stop that. They seem to have an answer for.
Definitely tightened up the middle.
Wildcats try some formation here. 4 wide receivers wide right. Looks like a screen play as he's just running backwards, kind of losing it for them. Very nicely done by Nick Stitt.
Really chasing him down.
Or, excuse me, that was. Yes, that was.
That was Nick Stitt. He seemed to rack up a sack in almost every game.
Yeah, I think he has a sack in every game he has played this year. He sat out one game with a sickness a couple weeks ago against McKeesport. But very nicely done there by Stitt and the Mustang defense as they take well, they're going to take over now, but the Wildcats are facing a 4th and 40 as they are going to have to punt this ball from deep in their end zone.
4th and 40.
That play there ends the third quarter. Latrobe still on top, 21, Mustangs 6.
This game isn't over.
Yeah, this game is far from over. The whole quarter to go, but the Mustangs need to put points on the board here.
Defensively, I think
Defensively, I think they found an answer for this Wildcat team. Let's see if this offense can get going a little bit here, as they're going to flip end zones.
I wouldn't worry too much about the Wildcats passing.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of that happen tonight. As Martin is back to receive this punt. This is going to be tricky here. They need a very clean snap, very clean fielded snap. Gets it done. And he kicks it out of bounds at about the, let's see where they're going to mark this at. It's the referee still walking up. Looks like he's going to mark it just shy of the 20-yard line at about the
22.
Yeah. So the Mustangs get lucky here and start off very good field position at the Wildcat 25-yard line. Mustangs need to convert here.
I don't think it gets too much better than this field position wise.
Yeah. Need to take advantage of this gifted field position, I should say.
Hubner and shotgun.
Hubner dropping back to pass.
Oh, he's going to air that out. Oh.
Very nicely defended there by number 15, Cameron Stevens.
That was real close to being a touchdown.
Yeah, as we see Logan Brooks continue to step up for the Mustangs here, as he was the intended receiver there on that last play. Just couldn't quite come down with it. Very nicely defended there. Hubner in shotgun formation.
You're going to roll out to pass.
Got it, man.
Finds an open Nick Sluka. Gets the first down and a little bit more.
That's going to move the Mustangs up to the 7-yard line.
Great catch by Sluka.
Yeah, very nicely done. As it is Sluka's birthday tomorrow, just the FYI.
Make sure you wish Nick a happy birthday next time you see him.
Hubner's gonna look.
Doesn't have
Looks
anything,
like
so
keep
he's
it
gonna
himself.
rumble for a couple yards. It's gonna drop in about the, I want to say 3-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be just shy of the end zone there, about the 3-yard line. Yeah.
Right here, just punch it in.
Yeah, you gotta punch it in here with still 11 minutes remaining in this game. Plenty of time left for the Mustangs to get a score, stop, and then another score. That's the plan for them, I have to assume, as they come out into the Sox formation. Reed Martin takes the snap, looks to keep it himself.
Right up the middle, and he's right in.
Mustangs score, so big touchdown there for the Mustangs.
Reed Martin's second of the night.
Yeah, as that now cuts this Wildcat deficit pending the extra point to 1 touchdown. We'll see earlier in this game an extra point was blocked. Hopefully Tyler Kolinkowski can convert this field goal attempt here. Looks like he gets it done. As the one official says, that ball looked like it was tipped to him. Still makes it through the uprights though, so very nicely done by the Mustangs. as this lead is cut to 1 touchdown, 8 points. So just like that, the Mustangs are right back in this game. They never really weren't out of the game in the first
No.
place. They just kind of needed to get a spark going
And I
for
think
this offense.
I think the flame is ignited.
Yeah, I would say so.
You can definitely see a different energy. If you look at the sidelines, if you look at the players, you
Yes.
can definitely see a huge change of attitude.
Hopefully that continues on to the defensive side as well.
They just need to keep doing what they've been doing on defense.
Yeah, they look solid so far. Came out strong second half. They're going to need another big stop here on this stand. As Tyler's back to kick this one away for the Mustangs. Gustafson and Stevens back to receive the kickoff. We'll see if Tyler does another squib here, as he looks like he was. Game plan of this game was to try to keep it away from number 15. So far, so good. And nicely done
Smart
again
kick.
by Tyler. Fair cut at the 30-yard line, 31-yard line, excuse me.
Better.
We see a
Oh,
pass there. So something we haven't seen too much this game. Feder tries to get a pass out there to Stevens, but he just couldn't handle it. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 now
That was,
for the Mustangs.
that was good pressure by Max.
Yeah, very nice. Wildcats bring a man in motion.
Hand off to Gustafson,
Gustafson.
who spins around and gets knocked out at the 45.
Yeah, so it looks like that's going to move the chains just enough for the first down. Moves them up to the 42-yard line. Feder's going to hand it off to Gustafson.
And he's got some room.
Finds a hole for a big gain.
It's going to be brought down by Brooks.
First and 10 for the Wildcats at the 25, Mustang 25.
Feder in shotgun.
Oh,
Oh,
bad
fumbles
snap.
it. He's going to run and looks like he got it back to about the line of
Yeah,
scrimmage.
got
So
lucky.
no gain on the play. Or maybe a loss. Loss of
Loss of
3.
about yeah. Second and 12.
hand off to Gustafson, who's going to get met immediately by Nick Stitt.
Nice. Nicely done. That backs them up. The Wildcats up.
He's going to bring up 3rd and 15 for the Wildcats.
Feder tries the sweep to Stevens. Flag down, but the Mustangs stop him short of
But first,
the first down. Let's see what this flag is. So I can assume it's only got to be a holding against the Wildcats. Let's see here. Not sure what that was.
yeah, I don't know what I don't know what that means.
No, I think that means he picked up the flag, so there was no penalty on the play there. As it is now, the Wildcats now face
4th and 5.
a very, very important 4th down for the Mustangs here, as they need this stop. In order to keep their hopes alive for a win.
Wildcats call a timeout. Looked like a little bit of confusion on their end.
Yeah, we'll see what the Wildcats are going to talk about here. Timeout. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to bring out a punter, maybe just try to pooch it, get the Mustangs down inside the 5, close to the end zone as possible. But we'll see here. Again, we could see the Wildcats just try to convert the 4th down and get very important first down here. Again, 8:25 remaining in the 4th quarter. Latrobe 21, Mustangs 13. So both teams are going to come out onto the field now. 4th and 5, as it looks like Wildcats are going to just go for it here.
This is huge for the
Yeah,
Mustang
this is big
defense.
For the Mustang defenses. He's bringing the pressure.
Oh, and
Brought down.
what
Big
a
sack there by Max Matolsky as he gets excited and gets the rest of the Mustang sideline pumped up.
what a great play by Max.
Yeah, very nicely done, as we just saw Max burst through a hole he saw in the offensive line, kind of was able to track down Feder and got him down.
Just got him.
Yeah, just got him. Shoestring tackle there. Nicely done by the Mustangs. So they're going to get this ball at the 28-yard line with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this game. So plenty of time for the Mustangs to drive this ball downfield and score a touchdown. Possibly tie this game up. Huebner's going to take this snap.
Airs it out. That's
deep.
a good pass.
Oh.
Oh,
Just missed
Just-
by Brooks.
right through the hands.
Yeah. All right.
Great
Maybe
pass.
just a little overthrown. Not sure. Very nice pass, though. So it's now going to be 2nd and 10. Huebner is going to be under center.
Hand off to Guzzy,
Hand this
who
one
is
off to
met
Guzzi.
immediately in the backfield.
Yes, so we see that again. We just, looks like the Wildcats have Billy Guzzi's number tonight.
Yeah, they got the whole run game.
Third and 14.
Huebner takes the snap, rolls out, throws a cross his body intended to Reed Martin, but it was a little over his head, so that's going to bring up 4th and 14 for the Mustangs, and this ball is going to get punted away.
So that was not what the Mustangs needed there. Looks like they're going to be forced to punt this one away.
Stevens and Gustafson back to receive this as Reed Martin's getting ready to punt this off. Little high snap, but it gets off, and that's
Just can't. The Mustangs just can't catch a break tonight.
Wildcats are going to get the ball on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, so they start off in good field position here. 7 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in this game. As we see time slowly start to
Dwindle.
take away here. With some Mustang playoff future on the line here. Kind of a low snap, handed off to Gustafson.
Gustafson breaks free, breaks a couple tackles, and he's going to get dropped at about the 20-yard line. So that's going to move the chains for the Wildcats, bring it up 1st and 10. Logan Gustafson has been having a great game tonight. Wildcats definitely have been calling his number a lot. So, and he's been really showing out. Another handoff to Gustafson. Short game, about 2 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Second and 8. As this clock just continues to run here.
Fetter's going to keep it. He's going to get about 3, 2 on the play.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd down here.
Looks like 3rd and 5. Yep, 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats.
And the Mustangs' worst enemy right now is this clock.
You can tell the Wildcats are trying to waste
they're
as
just,
much
like,
time as they can.
Just trying to take their good old time. I mean, don't blame them either.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you got the clock, use it.
Especially in a game with high stakes like this.
Playoffs on the line.
Yeah.
Gustafson again.
So the Wildcats get a big 1st down there.
He got dropped around the 5-yard line. 7-yard line, my apologies. So the Mustang defense is going to have to really stand strong here if they want to prevent this touchdown. Just passing the 5-minute mark.
1st and goal. Hand off to Gustafson. Brought down. No gain on the play there. 2nd and goal.
Looks like Nick Sluka was there on the tackle. And Fetter's gonna find his way into the end zone. That's gonna be his 3rd touchdown, if I'm not mistaken, tonight. And
That
PAT
just-
pending.
Yeah, that just.
This could possibly push the lead to 28-13. And the kick is up, and the kick is good, so that pushes the lead to 28-13 for the Wildcats, with 4 minutes remaining in the game. If what would you do in Mustang's shoes right now if you were the coordinator?
I want to score the ball. I need a quick score here. Very quick score, and then try an onside kick and just hope to get the ball back. Mustangs are down by 2 touchdowns here.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see that hurry-up offense that they were running a lot in the
4 minutes left in
these,
the game. You're going to need to do some of that hurry-up offense. This is just not what the Mustangs expected tonight.
It's McHenry getting ready to kick this off for the Wildcats.
Squib kick there.
It's going to be fielded by Brooks. Going to break a
He's gonna
tackle.
break one tackle. He's
got
got
some
some room on the
room.
outside. Let's see if he can break
Oh, he's
past these
gone.
defenders here.
Oh. Going to get knocked out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. What a great return.
Yeah, very nice return by Logan Brooks.
Exactly what the Mustangs needed.
Yeah, if they want to try to win this game here, they definitely needed that. Just under 4 minutes remaining in this game. Mustangs down by 2. Thinking quick touchdown right here for sure if I'm the Mustangs.
No, you have to be.
Yeah.
Nice pass completed
Quick
to Martin.
Yeah, quick out route there for Reed as he just catches it, runs out of bounds. That play was completed in 4 seconds, so
That's where I think the Mustangs do their best.
yeah.
Those short little routes. I mean, works out for them almost every time they do it. Good yards every time, even if it's 5 yards. If you can get that every play, I mean, you're moving down the field. Huebner rolls out. Oh, pass intended to Max Matolsky. Good coverage by Raymond Henderson, number 30.
Three minutes, 45 seconds remaining in this game. Mustangs face a somewhat big third down here, but you got to think they're going to go for it if they don't convert this third down here.
Huebner drops back. Airs it out
Nice
to
pass
Reed.
to Reed.
What a great play. That's going to be his 3rd on the night.
The Mustangs needed that. Very much needed there.
Well
The Mustangs.
well placed throw by Huebner.
They needed that bad.
And a great catch by Martin.
So, Tyler Kolonkowski is coming out to kick this extra point. Hope for better outcome this time around. And
It's good.
kick is through the uprights. As that makes the score Wildcats 28, Mustangs 20. 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this game. So the Mustangs got what they needed there. They were able to score within 15 seconds. So very nicely done there. Mustangs, you got to think, are going to try an onside kick here, maybe try to get this ball back, or they might try to just squib it like they've been all game and just rely on that defense with 3 minutes remaining. Again, Mustangs, I'm not sure if they have all 3 timeouts remaining or not.
They do have all
I think
3.
They do, yes.
They do have all 3.
Timeouts remaining, so that's good.
Tyler Kolonkowski getting ready to kick this off for the Mustangs.
Wildcats are lined up expecting an onside kick here. As they have the hands team forward. Tyler's just going to very smart drive this one away and into the back of the end zone.
For a touchback.
Yeah.
Great kick by Tyler.
Yeah, very smart too as well. Took advantage. Saw the hands team on there for Latrobe with Stevens and I'm not sure who else was up there in the front row, but Stevens up in the front row. That eliminates a return threat for the Wildcats there. So Tyler just takes advantage of that, kicks it through the back of the end zone. So the Wildcats are going to start off in their own territory at the 20-yard line. 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this game, as this is a big defensive stand here for the Mustangs.
This is it.
Yep. Handoff to Gustafson.
And he's going to get dropped by Max Matolsky.
Very nicely done. As the Mustangs are quick to call timeout right away. They're going to stop the clock with 3 minutes, 32 seconds remaining. So,
real different
Yeah.
Mustang defense we've seen this second half.
yeah,
I'll tell you that.
another nail-biting game. 2 weeks in a row. Who would have thought we would have saw 2 close games back-to-back just like that? Last week against Weir, that came down to the wire for the Mustangs, as Jason Jackson had a big interception for them to finish the game.
Sealed the game.
Yeah, seal the deal for the Mustangs.
He caught that right on the goal line.
Yeah.
Couldn't have asked for a better defensive play.
Hopefully the Mustangs can get it done again here tonight at Memorial Stadium in Latrobe. Wildcats are facing a 2nd and 13. They send a man in motion. Fake
Oh,
the
Feder
handoff, but he is just
swarmed.
by a herd of Mustangs.
I like
Take him
that.
down. Nice analogy again.
Yep. Really clicking on defense.
Yeah, Mustangs are clicking well here. 3rd and 16. Big defensive play here for the Mustangs. So they need this stop to determine their postseason. You got to think the Wildcats are going to try to pass here, maybe something we haven't seen all game.
Oh, airs it out.
Very nicely done by Logan
Nearly
Brooks.
intercepted. Great defense by Logan Brooks.
Nice break up there. He was able to climb the ladder and get to Stevens' height to bat that ball away, as he almost came down with that for an interception.
Just almost.
Yeah, almost there. But so the Mustangs caught what they needed.
Looking at
Big stop there.
good field position.
Yeah, looking at very nice field position, as Latrobe is going to punt this one away.
Still plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time for the Mustangs to score.
Oh, even better field
just
position.
beautiful for the Mustangs as they're going to start off now. Even better field position than they assumed they were going to have. So now they start off at the 26, 27-yard line with 2 minutes, 33 seconds remaining, down by 8 points. Mustangs need a big score here. And I can't stress big
Enough.
enough. Yeah.
Can definitely not stress big enough.
Junior's back in shotgun formation.
Drops back to pass. Has a wide open Brooks who dances a little bit for a couple extra yards.
Nice, and he works his way out of bounds too, but looks like they're going to keep the clock rolling. Fans seem that the clock should be stopped, but ref signed to keep that clock rolling. Just 2 minutes remaining in this game.
Humer drops back to pass
Humer drops
again.
back.
Has
Quick pass to
Sluka. Great catch.
Nice catch. Inside.
Right at the 5.
Right at the 5.
You just got to keep moving it right here,
Yeah,
just like this.
Yep. Clock's going to keep rolling here. Mustangs are looking good right now for them. Don't want to jinx it. Bring out the Sox formation again. Reed Martin is going to keep it himself. Break past one defender, stretches for the end zone, just short.
Maybe
out of bounds.
Yard shy.
Yeah, just a yard shy of the end zone. Looks like 2 yards shy of the end zone. They're going to mark him at the
2-yard line.
Clock does stop, though, as Reed, nice job there for Reed to get out of bounds. Minute 25 remaining in this game. Another nail biter. Another
nail biter. Looks like
Not sure what that was there, as they were 2 yards away from the end zone. But I'm not complaining. That moved them closer a little bit for them to maybe do it again, as they're gonna, looks like a whole bunch of big men up front. He's gonna stick it right behind. They're pushing him.
And that's a touchdown.
Did he break the plane? Waiting for an official call. Looks like one ref has him stopped short, just shy of the end zone. Clock still ticking here. Clock is still ticking.
Just passing 40 seconds.
40 seconds remaining in this game.
Come on, let's go.
And they're down by 8, so they would have to go for 2. Field goal would not settle here for the Mustangs.
Everyone on the edge of their seats here at Wildcat Stadium.
This clock is still ticking. Not sure. No idea what the Mustangs are doing here. I'm a little confused myself.
Yeah, this isn't making any sense.
They're waiting to call a timeout. I don't know why they would wait so long, though.
Timeout with 13 seconds left.
But that's why I'm up here and I'm not on the sideline. So.
Yep.
So Mustangs make it stressful on us again. Like to make it interesting, these boys, that's for sure. Kind of like Pitt. So we saw Pitt come away with a big win. Hail to Pitt last week against Duke. Nice comeback win. The Valik Carter touchdown to seal the deal for the Panthers.
And here it is.
But back to this game here, we got Mustangs.
The postseason.
Fourth and 1, not to mention.
Playoffs on this play.
This.
Oh, he's got it. Oh,
and he's
and he fumbled at the goal line.
Stopped.
you hate to see it. That is the worst possible thing that could have happened. But got to give props to the Mustangs. I mean, they really, this whole game, battled. Started down a couple touchdowns, but I mean, hats off. They fought they fought as hard as they could to get back, and if it was up to me, I would have gave them the win. But just is what it is.
Yeah, again, not much you can do there.
And with that, Neil, that's going to end the game here at Wildcats Stadium with the score being Wildcats 28, Mustangs 20.
Yeah.
Got anything you want to say, Nardo?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this game off by saying very, very, very close game, very tightly contested matchup here tonight. So we saw the Mustangs kind of start off very slowly, found a way to claw back into this game, came out the second half to stop this Wildcat defense, found a way to, offense, excuse me, found a way to stop their offense. Mustangs had it. Had a chance to tie this game up here, but just short. Very nicely played game by both teams though tonight.
Oh, I agree. Both teams played.
Anything you would like to add, Nick?
Both teams played extremely well. I mean, you hate to see how it ends for Plum, but hats off. Like I said earlier, started off down, but didn't show any sign of giving up. No sign of rolling over. They just kind of kept battling, kept chipping away, and before you knew it, they were on the goal line with a touchdown ready to almost tie this game up. So, hats off, because they really proved a lot of people wrong.
Yeah, they did, and I think the Mustangs, they came into this game thinking a win, but Wildcats showed them otherwise. Very nicely done though. Evan, do you have any final words for us?
I just want to mention how amazingly the Mustangs stepped up there in that second half. Because to be quite honest, that first half they weren't playing like themselves, but they managed to come back out. Ryan came back under center. Logan Brooks turned back into the beast that we've been seeing recently.
Yes.
Just at the end there, that's a heartbreaker right there.
Yeah, I would like to congratulate Reed Martin. He's been the main man for our offense today, and he's been doing so much. He's been returning punts and kicking them off, and it's just amazing what this kid can do, So, I got to give him his due, and I love the way the Mustangs play here tonight. It was a never say die attitude. They came back. They almost had it, just short. That's tough, but, you got to give the Mustangs their due. And you got to give the Wildcats their due, too, because, they played amazing. They came out and they just smacked us right in the first quarter, and just a great game of football played here today.
Yeah, for the Mustangs, you came up as literally quite just short as you possibly could. But nonetheless, what a fight that was, coming back from that 20-point deficit to get that close.
Yeah, very
beautiful
nice
game by them.
I mean, very, very, very well played game for both teams. Very well played games. Mustangs, there should be no reason to hang their heads as they walk off this field here tonight. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching another broadcast on PHS TV. We will see you next week for a home matchup as the Mustangs take on Bell Vernon. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.